Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Chief Tony Okoroji is regarded as one of the most knowledgeable people, when it comes to copyright in Nigeria. What exactly, in a layman's language, does copyright mean?
The cheapest definition of copyright that I know is the right to copy. That you have to have the right to copy, right? That's the cheapest, the simplest definition. It's not the legal definition, but it gives you an idea, because copyright, you talk about intellectual property rights. I had the honor of speaking to a gathering of lawyers of the Cajun Nigerian Bar Association just last week. And there are a lot of great lawyers, senior advocates, and all that at the major event. And I was talking about how intellectual property is changing the world. That the world has moved from the economy of oil, you'll be surprised, steel, you'll be surprised, cement, and all that. And that the wealthiest people in the world today are the people who have invested in intellectual property. You talk about Elon Musk. What's driving Elon Musk is intellectual property. What drives his great car? It's intellectual property. You open the bonnet of there is no engine. All there is the battery and some electronic gadgets. That's what drives the car. You will see there's no engine. How did Bill Gates become one of the richest men in the world? Intellectual property. Mark Zuckerberg and his Facebook and Instagram, which we are using right now, and WhatsApp, it's all intellectual property. The property of the mind, the creation of the mind. No longer, brick and mortar.
Okay.
Create the world right now. And it's something I have a lot of passion for. It's something I talk about. It's something I like to teach other people, how all this evolves. And Nigeria has the brains that can create great intellectual property and make a lot of money for our country. All the Nigerian young men who are making a lot of music across the world and feeling great. What are they selling? Intellectual property. The ones who are doing content everywhere, what are they doing? That's where our strength lies, not on oil that's buried in the ground. It is intellect that's up in our brains.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between copyright and intellectual property?
Copyright is a subset of intellectual property. I like to divide intellectual property into two, right? Okay. There are people who divide it in other ways. What you call industrial property and copyright. Okay. Industrial property will be things like patents, trademarks, industrial designs, geographical indications, integrated circuits, and so on and so forth. One of the examples I like to give is Coca-Cola. That name is intellectual property. If you go and use it, go and do something in your kitchen and you put it in a Coca-Cola bottle and try and sell it, they will arrest you, because you are using the name Coca-Cola that belongs to somebody, is the intellectual property of the Coca-Cola company. That bottle, the Coca-Cola bottle that has its own unique shape, is intellectual property. You cannot make your bottle like that and then start using it to sell products. That's intellectual property, but that is industrial property and not copyright.
Okay.
But when you talk about apps that people design, all of us today, we don't go to the bank anymore, do we? We stay in our house on our phone and transfer millions across using apps. Those apps are intellectual property and they belong to somebody. And if a bank wants to use it, it has to license it from somebody who has produced it, and it costs quite a lot of money. Those apps are protected by copyright as literary works.